So we're just in the process of setting up, guys. We'll start in a few seconds.
Alrighty, my man.
Calvin,
Pretty exciting stuff.
so are we ready to start?
Yeah, well, as you can see, guys, we have the all the portfolio uh, submissions right here. You can see all that excitement, and we're gonna go through these ones shortly. And we're gonna go through the portfolios that are from the people that are here first, so you guys can see that. And so far, we have 24 submissions, which is quite a lot, and we're happy to see all those ones. Our hosts, you're gonna see Calvin Leduc right here. That's his IMDb. Awesome guy from Disney Animation Studios. You know, doing all this making of the movies that you guys love from the old days right there, right? And then myself would be right here. You guys get to know me. That's my name, and I have a bit more contemporary work in the animation industry. But nevertheless, I look up to Calvin, to all his work that he's done in the past. And then, Cal, you want to chat maybe about the school briefly?
Sure. We're an online, uh, we designate it as an animation school, but we vastly more courses than just animation. We started with concept art, and then we added animation, and we've slowly been adding courses that the industry requires, whether it's uh, 2D animation, digital map painting, visual effects, designing visual games. Anything I leave?
Yeah, there you are. So, yeah, let me go into this ones quickly. So for animation, we have 3D animation, 2D animation, and short films, which is under the animation stream. Then if you go back to the concept art, we're the first school that brought concept art a long time ago. This is back in 2009, formalizing that position through the the Ministry of Education, getting that accredited, and even before the studios would recognize that was an actual position in the studios. So concept arts are one of our flagship programs right here. Then for visual effects, we have a couple of pretty interesting things. So all these ones we opened with studios. Matte painting was open with MPC. The same as effects animation, that's a Houdini program. We use Houdini for that one, like all the natural phenomena that you see in the movies, like explosions, water, liquids, the
Fire.
big wave, the fire, like all the buildings collapsing, all those things that look real. That's someone animating that. And advanced 3D modeling, that's with who was it? Cal the Studios. He was with Marco Menko. I can't remember the studio name. What was it? And with Francis. Skyline VFX. Yes, they're in Los Angeles and they're also in Vancouver. These guys right here, and also the other one that won the Oscar for District 9.
You got
It's on Second Avenue. What's the name of the studio?
me. I didn't
Come on,
memorize the
guys.
studio. Sorry.
Yes, you guys gotta know those names.
Okay.
They're just right here.
But that's true. All of our
Yes.
courses were developed with working professionals and the actual industry.
Image Engine. Yes, I remember that one. Image Engine. Yeah, District 9, the movie that won the Oscar in for VFX. And open an account, guys, in Fame right here. I'm going to paste the link on the chat box. Open that account. It's free for you guys to use. We have many free things and other things that are very low cost. And Fame, what this is, we have a lot of resources that are made by, again, people in studios like Pixar, Sony, Disney, Capcom, like all these guys. And you guys open that account for free and you have access to all of that right here. So don't lose that link. Alrighty, now who do we have here? Let's get going for the portfolios. Cal, you want to pick somebody?
Stop moving. Okay. Just start on the left, maybe.
We have is we do we have Maxim?
Um,
Is he in the audience?
wanted to, and then
Maxim, Amin, or
might not
Nico?
be
Right
using
there.
that name. You see it?
Nico, I saw Nico. Are you see there, Nico?
Yeah, I see Nico.
Yeah, alrighty. Now let's go through Nico's work. Yeah, so I let you go through this, Cal. Now,
Okay,
Nico,
so
she is, sorry, let me just, you can see that 2D animation right there. Okay, go, Cal.
right, so they're picking 2D animation, and there's only a single image, which is of a character being posed, and it's a fully rendered pose, which is nice to see. Um, there's actually a link to their work, and I have that on my computer.
Okay,
If you
let me
want
see
to
if it's
look at the
actually here.
reel,
Hold on. It said this one, yeah, video. Now, do we need a password for this one? It says
you
private.
did.
Okay, I can switch to the computer. Hold on. One sec, Nico.
Are we switching, sharing
Yeah,
privileges? Okay,
yeah, yeah. One sec. There you go.
all right. Share button.
And then Nico, in the meantime, if you want to just type a couple of lines, just so you let us know what this is.
All right, and I'll maximize my screen. Everybody can see my screen with the television?
Yeah, you may want to maximize that video as well if you click on the maximize button.
All right, so
Nice.
we'll just watch it through once first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you guys can hear the audio. I'm guessing that there's audio, but that's okay. And then she's saying this is made with Toon Boom, and it is the beginning of a 2D animation reel. And she's looking for feedback on how to improve it. Is that animated, Nico? Like all this, like that is more like game looking, pixelated characters? Yeah, blueprint for success. Yeah, and I'm guessing this is hand drawn. Sometimes with Toon Boom you can actually you create the cutout characters and then you animate the layers. Yeah, so she's trying to pixel art animation, all hand animated. This one looks more like a commercial. This one right here with the spaceships. Oh, right there, right on his bumble. Oh my gosh, and that's the ending.
Right. So, again,
Yeah, good ending right there with the data on the information like Nico traveling, Wacom using. Yeah, good.
just want to get in here. Okay, so, what I tell everybody is you only have a few seconds to capture people's attention. You don't want to annoy them. Um, there's just a test pattern at the beginning, and it's got that annoying sound, So I'm just giving you my philosophy, what I've done in the last, 30 years of working professionally in the industry. Um, you know, you just want to make it really simple at the beginning, get your name there, and you want to tell them what they're looking at. Is it a 2D reel? Is it modeling? Whatever it is, you just want to tell them that. Uh, and your contact information. Have that at the beginning, have that at the end. Um, most of the time, like I said, you're going to tell them what you did, and you don't need to tell them in between each shot because, again, it's breaking it up. It's a nice combination here.
Yeah, this one's awesome. That looks more like rotoscoping.
It's nice to see the, cutting between shots. A sequence with more than one shot is always nice. Uh, you want to show people a style that is the type of style you want to be working in, the type of quality you want to be working in. So if you're aiming for children's shows, do that style. If you're aiming for Star Wars animation, do that style, of quality.
Right. Yeah, retro RPG. Okay, yeah, this is the
Again,
one.
different styles are neat. Did you get the information on this style, Mario, that you wanted?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is kind of cool because you can see that a studio, they basically gotta see that the artist, they can adapt to every style. So I think this is a successful read in that sense, that she has a variety of styles. She can actually do whatever they need in the studio, right? From simplified to rotoscoping. Nico, I really like that you have that opening shot is really catchy. I think that's awesome because what Calvin was saying at the beginning is that you guys only have a few seconds, right? Like in the studios, when I was reviewing reels in studios, you get maybe 50 reels a week, right? And you just like watching and watching and watching, and you gotta see something at the beginning that's like really high quality and that it's on something that it's relevant to the work that you're performing in the studio now. So you do have a nice opening shot for the reel. I do like that though.
Now, maximum for an experienced professional on a demo reel is 2 minutes, right? And more what we wanted to kind of see is people that are submitting work of what should they be working on to get into a school. But for a professional, no more than 2 minutes. A student that's just finished school, 30 seconds max, right? Just cut down till you got your best stuff.
Yeah.
People have they don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, that's enough though. You show your best work, and if that's only just one shot, then that's that. And typically shots would be about, 6 seconds, 8 seconds. So that's a good thing to have.
Show original work. Tend not to just show exercises that you're doing in school because it can get pretty boring.
Yeah.
Showing character, performance, personality.
Yeah. Nico,
Would you
what do
like
you
to?
want though? What are you looking for now? Like with that reel, are you looking for a job? Right. Yeah, yeah. So she says yes. So what do you think, Al? Is that a reel for a studio?
Yeah, just the beginning is the only thing that caught my attention, which it felt more like a person that's trying to say, I'm a studio looking for work. Send me some work my way, and it's like it just should be more succinct. Of this is my name, this is my contact information. Get into the animation, right? And that's it. Should you be resharing now, Mario? Should I
Yeah,
stop
yeah, yeah.
sharing?
Sure, please. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Nico. Thanks, guys. Give it up for Nico. That's pretty awesome.
How do you see clapping when you type it?
Clapping on right here. Just press one if you guys want to clap. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna try to give equal time to everybody right here. So now, do we have anybody else here, like Amin or Maxim?
Yes, yes. The middle one is here.
Who's there? Amin?
I'm sure I thought. Didn't I see that? Maybe I'm just seeing work that I've already looked at previously because I wanted to prepare for this.
Awesome. Okay,
No, I
so
don't.
this is the pretty good reel.
Yep.
Amin, are you here?
I don't think I see the name.
Has
I'm
anybody
wondering
seen
if
Amin?
sometimes.
Walking down on the cyberspace somewhere. Now, okay, let's give them Amin. How about Maxim? I think I recognize the name Maxim. I think he's in Edmonton. Is he here?
I don't see that listed.
Yeah, let's go to we have Nicholas and Doug
Go
right there
back.
typing. Let's see. Now let's go to the next row. So we have Asia, John, and Kelly. I think I saw
I'm sure
Kelly.
and I've seen Asia.
Okay, so
So
let's
let's
go
click on
through.
Asia.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no worries, Doug. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so Asia, she would be interested in concept art. And did you get a chance to download these images, Cal?
No, I didn't download any images. I was
Okay.
just going to show right from the site.
Okay, there you go. So now we have. Let me actually show them all before. So we have that creature, then a doggy creature with a green eye, right? Different versions, cat looking, purple. This one with the inverse kinematics. Yeah. So this is also pretty awesome. We have artists from all the levels, right? And there's like everyone counts. Do not feel that if you're just starting or I'm not good at this and stuff like that, they're not gonna look at this. So we like to see everybody's art, and that's when these reviews come really handy. So Cal, you wanna touch on these ones?
Okay, and I'm just going to be speaking again from my experience, guys. Concept art, you have to understand what concept art is. It's concepting, it's developing, creating, and they want to see lots of variety. So when we click down through these, um, it feels very, very similar. That you could start drawing different types of animals. Um, the big three to start with are horses, dogs, cats. Then you can go off and you want to be learning about the anatomy, which includes the skeletons, so drawing that you know how to do skeletons, drawing the musculature, and then you can start going off into creatures and coming up with these, mythological or alien animals,
Mm,
which is great because it requires a lot of creativity, and that's what is required for being a concept artist.
yeah,
And just not animals, right? Humans, young, old, male, female. Again, different uniforms, different faces.
yeah. So let me just rephrase that, Cal. You're saying that it's better for them or easier for them if they start from the actual life, like an actual cat or dog, and they start making modifications on those ones?
Yep, yep. And again, just working with line. People want to see your drawings, your pencil drawings, whether it's digital or traditional, whether it's a pencil, a marker, a pen, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Can you draw well, right?
yeah, yeah. I do like that she has she has a concept, right? Like there's an idea behind all these drawings right there,
Yeah,
right?
but you want to get past the stage of, I see a lot of beginning artists where they have a favorite design and they'll just keep drawing it. My daughter was like that at the beginning. Just, you know,
Right.
uh, unicorns and seahorses, hundreds of them. But you got to get past that and start drawing, hippos, giraffes, everything that exists out there.
Yeah,
And that's
Aisha, tell us a little bit more about you. If you can type something on the chat box, would be nice.
you tend not to want to get stuck in one style either, because when you're at a studio, every project is a different style. So they want to see, can you do realistic, cartoony, exaggerated? Um, you, you know, can't just stick with maybe a manga design for your characters, and every character looks like the same thing.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, so when they go to the studios and they present a portfolio, then the studio or the person that's reviewing the reel or the portfolio, they can see that now, okay, yeah, this person can do this. Ah, and they can also do that. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Great.
Yeah, is that what you're saying, Cal?
Yes. There's Asia writing. Yes. Show us examples of all these different types of animals, and they don't all have to be finished colored. Definitely, they want to see your progressions. How do you do a rough drawing? How do you do a refined line drawing?
Yeah. So there you are. I don't know if you can read that, Cal, but she's saying that she really likes to draw basically quadrupeds, right? Wolves, dogs, horses, foxes, mostly animals. Yeah, and I think that's kind of cool. At least for all the movies that are VFX, all the visual effects movies, they require some sort of creature,
Yeah, it's a good
right?
start because then they require you to, like you said, go beyond there and do science fiction. Can you get real anatomy and real structure into an alien that is, half
Right.
fox and half horse or whatever
That's
it is,
awesome.
right?
Where are you located, Asia? Which country?
Learn to draw dinosaurs. Learn to draw winged animals. Learn to draw fish, things.
BC. Awesome. Yeah, she's
bugs.
been busy. And how many years have you been drawing?
She wrote BC. That means way back.
Before Christ. Yes, that's good.
So we should, great, great.
45
It's
years, yeah.
definitely important. If you want to be in the arts, guys, you have to love to do it, and you must be doing it all the time. You can't just, go, tomorrow I
Exactly,
shall
yeah.
learn. It's like, no,
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, I think it's a great start, Asia. And then she's saying, Cal, that she's drawing for fun
Hmm.
about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, don't stop. Calvin's saying that you gotta really love it, and it shows that you are loving what you're doing.
And keep
Keep
doing it.
on combining that fun and love with pushing yourself to the next stage, right? Cal is saying that maybe try to do something new outside the realm of your same scope here, something new, something that you can see. Maybe you have a favorite studio or I don't know, movie or character, right? And try to see, get some books, get some resources from the internet maybe, and then try to start imitating that, right?
Right.
Alrighty, let's move on. Let's see who's next. Give it up for Asia. Number ones, please. Number ones. Applause, applause. Yes. Excellent. Thank you. It's not easy, guys, to be, showing your work. It's always very personal.
We're
So you gotta be. Is this John Wilberg right here? John? Let me see.
Let's
Yeah, there you
pick up
go.
the pace. We have 8 minutes before it's 11.
Gosh, then you talk. Do the talking. Go. It's for concept
Okay.
art.
Again, concept art. All right. So, uh, just scroll up slowly so I can see the work.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go like that first.
Yeah, yeah. Just
That's one
I'm
image
looking.
that
Am
has
I seeing a
all these things.
variety? Yeah, someone with a tail.
My name is
Again, you want
Groot.
original work. You want to stay away from just copying Spider-Man, right? People know someone already created Spider-Man. You want to see new designs. So I like how I'm seeing different worlds, environments, uh, robots, teams, and here where you have expression sheet, right, and colors in that. That to me is someone that's seriously thinking about concept art and what it involves. So let me
Yeah.
accept.
Cal, you wanna pick one image? Because he has a lot of images.
And I just think we should be moving on because there's so much to look at, Mario.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think this is the person
Then
going in the right direction.
yeah, it's awesome, John.
We could
So
see
you're
more
saying
examples of actual life drawing because this is where it starts, guys. They want to know that you know how to draw. Doesn't have to be super realistic, but are you actually drawing people? People sitting,
right,
people walking, faces. You know what a real face looks like, right?
right, right. Yeah, yeah. He does. I mean, he does have the poses right there. Look at this one. The anatomy.
Hmm.
Pretty awesome though. Concept on these ones. See some of the layouts. That's looks like a vehicle right here. The lineup. Right.
Good variety.
Okay. So you're saying moving on.
Please.
John, we'll be back to these ones. Little Kelly, are you here, Kelly? That's Kelly right there.
You see Kelly on this list?
She was here. Yeah, there you
Kelly,
go.
Kelly right
Kelly.
there.
Okay, now let's do the same. Kelly, she's Canadian right there. Concept art.
We're not going to hold that against you.
Yeah, cool. Look at that. Photoshop, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so colored and black and white, some texturing. Spider Gwen, cool character.
Yeah,
I give the same advice in terms of it's nice to see that you're drawing different costumes, but I would go beyond the same character design and show people, can you draw? Wow, got a total of One, two, three, four, five. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the Russian judge.
And
Uh,
if you compare, the previous one with John versus this one, are they similar? Are they two different styles? What do you think?
yeah, they're definitely different styles. Um, but I'd like to see some variety in terms of show me a man, show me an old man, show me a young man, show me a child, uh,
Right.
show
Yeah,
me
yeah.
and show me a superhero. Some variety. People want to know that you can get outside your comfort zone and still do good work.
Right. And if you guys want to get really advanced, like in the studios, you would be handed the screenplay, right? And the screenplay would say, man, 38 years old. He lives in New York. His dad died. That's it, right? And out of those few words, then you basically, draw like 50 versions of that. How do you make someone like these guys look about, a certain age, right? And how do you make them look also that they're from New York, right? Or they have lost a loved one in their family, right? That's a concept. That's a really advanced stuff, but that's where you guys are going.
And the studios are going to want to see, the same as what you're doing in your assignments at school, uh, give them some selection, right? You're not going to just come up with one perfect design. They don't want to see one. They want to see, show me a minimum of three.
Yeah, there you are. I think we have Brian on the on the webinar as well. We have Adarsh and Brianna. Asia, good try, Asia, twice.
Do you see Brienne here? I see
Brianna,
a
there you are.
Bree.
Yeah, same one. Okay, USA, USA, USA. There you go. Okay, there you go. Live drawing, Cal, what you were saying. So let me just go down slowly. So live drawing pieces.
Okay. Life drawing. What was this for? What subject?
This would be
Concept?
3D animation.
Okay, 3D animation. You know, so much of being in the art industry is learning how to draw, and one of the best things that help you to draw is drawing from life. Maybe if you're drawing buildings, you don't need to know how to draw a human, but for animation, you need to know how to draw good poses, good expressions, all that stuff.
Yeah,
So it's never a waste of time, right? You might not have to spend as much time going into light and shadow for animation, but drawing is so important. Learn to simplify
yeah.
the form, the structure.
Renders and all that stuff. Yeah, and then can you see what she typed on the chat?
Yeah,
Cool.
you know, it
CG.
really comes down to how proficient are you. It's not only how good are you, but how fast you are. And first, you want to get good before you get fast in animation. Um,
Yeah,
we have 1 year courses, first learning animation to make you ready to go into the industry, and you really have to hustle to learn how to become a professional in a year.
yeah. What did you apply for at MPC or Bento Box, Brian? What was it? What position were you testing for? To the animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. And I can see that. And are you saying, did you go to school at Emily Carr? Is that the case? No?
No.
Okay.
So if you want to be an
Oh,
animator,
the Emily
you
Carr
really
school
have
told you.
to practice animating, right? The basics, yeah, you learn the principles, but nobody wants to see the principles. What they want to start seeing is, can you do a good walk? Can you do a good walk with character? Do you know how to do good physicality? Can you lift something, push something, pull something?
Yeah,
Can you have a character sit? Can you have a character stand? And then dialogue, super important. You know how to make a
yeah,
character talk. And
yeah. What do you think, Kelly? I think she's at that very common stage that her art is mature enough for now to specialize, right? And you can see students are saying this in the portfolio. It's a little bit over the place, like all over the place. So she
yeah,
has now to focus on one position, right? And that would be Brian would be if you can actually make two things converge, and that's what do you like the most and what are you good at? That's it. If
Right.
you can make those two things converge, Cal, what do you think?
Well, if you really want to be a 2D animator, you can't be showing that you know how to
Model.
model heads
Yeah,
because
she
that's
said
telling them,
3D animation right here. She said
yeah,
3D animation.
I see it. Well, I see 2D animation written to the response of what did you want
Oh,
to
I
do,
see.
you know. And whether it's 2D or 3D, you really have to be highlighting, showing
Yeah,
animation. And you know, you can't submit the same demo reel of animation back to people. You have to now sit down and animate a new reel, right? You
yeah,
only need 15 great original seconds of animation. Uh, don't make it look like a test. Make it some personality. The character walks out, he falls down. That's some, interesting.
yeah. There you are. So Brian, yeah, specialize. Pick one position now and then go for it. Now, okay, next would be do we have Hiruni, City, or Kelly? One more Kelly. Give it up for Brian. Yes, yes, awesome.
I
Now
don't see a
Kelly,
Kelly.
hopefully this, yeah, Kelly with an I.
Yeah, you see
City.
nothing with a K. And I don't see a
Okay.
city. Well, I see Vancouver, but I don't see that city.
Valera, Dog. Let's see. So we have now Ademan, Brooke, and Nicholas. Get ready, guys. Let's go with
Yes, I do see.
Ademan right here from Venezuela. Cool. Now this guy would be concept art.
Or to be pronounced Idleman.
And
Yeah.
let's let me just skim through this one so you can see them. Sketches.
Yeah, I remember looking at this one earlier. I didn't think I was seeing enough. I only saw the few images of some life drawing. Just accept somebody in. It's
Planet of the Apes.
cropped there, but it's nice to see some digital. Again, remind me what the topic was, of
He
course.
said concept art.
It almost felt
So
more like
let's
animation because of the drawings.
yeah. So this is yeah a bit of like drawing concept on this one, the red one. Uh, facial studies.
Start on a face.
Yeah. Now this
This
one looks like a little bit Planet of the Apes. I'm not sure if that's the intention,
is
but
running towards us. A little hard to read. Again, it's cropped too tight.
yeah, yeah.
What's the final?
The final would be this like
Oh yeah.
photo
So
superimpose
yeah, trying
photo.
to paint what's on the left, I believe. Good.
Yeah,
Good. Again, just
and then there's a
get started on
reel.
skills. This is why I was thinking animation earlier.
Yeah, and he's saying also 2D animation on the chat box.
Okay. Looks like it had some good reference to work from. You
Yeah.
really have to show something that looks like, modern 2D animation isn't classical hand-drawn animation. It is working with the software, right, for TV series, usually children's TV series, right, or commercials, or possibly a game that you're going to play on your phone. So
Right.
try to show that style of animation if you're interested in going into 2D.
Yeah. And then Edelman. Yeah, and for everybody, try to get access to this thing. Remember, we have a lot of things for you guys to actually enhance that level that you guys have here. So whether you have 2D animation, concept art, all that's going on right here, I think it's a good foundation or a good start, right? I think he's missing some holes, like you're saying on this one, the running pose. He has a variety of attempts, and I think now it's time to maybe like keep on making more and maybe
Push it.
going deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finish the pieces. You really want to show
yeah,
completed works, whether it's in rough or whatever, but you don't want
yeah,
one eye done and one not.
yeah,
Face
yeah.
done,
But
no hair done.
yeah, but it does show the curiosity of an artist, right? I think that's what you guys all have, and that's
Mario,
why we. Yeah, yes. What?
can I start sharing? I wanted to show some actual examples, guys, of what you guys should be working on to get ready to go to school. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna. Uh,
Nice desktop, Calvin. So many icons. What's going on?
I love my icon,
Yeah, here's my.
dude. Don't make fun of my icons. They're my
Barcelona in the
all right.
quarterfinals.
Okay, okay, okay.
So,
Real Madrid's out.
concept art, guys. When you guys are doing concept, that's coming up with lots and lots of designs, and you want great variety. You want to be showing rough sketches, and they only have to be small, right? Here is environment, right? Keep it simple. It's just working tonally. Um, you want to be showing uh, silhouettes, lots of variety that you put thought into coming up with all these different designs. It doesn't have to be finished color when you're just, creating work for yourself, getting ready for school. Again, somebody's coming up with a final creature. Well, look at the bottom. Show them all the different designs that you came up and thought of first, right? Put good labels on, right, that we can clearly read what it's supposed to be. Show the stages, right? You're learning about perspective. You're learning about working tonally. Your light. How does light and shadow, affect each other? And then some color.
Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in.
This is the progression. Show them the progression. You sketched with a pencil. You added a color pencil, and then you added a marker or a dark pencil, and then you put some tonality in there, and then you added a little bit of color, right? And again, it's just really super creative. It should have this wow factor of, wow, I've never seen that. That's cool. You know, sketches, just in silhouette for concept. And then you're adding the costume, and you're coming up with the front and the back, and you're doing at least a variety of three for each.
Right. And now, just maybe mention that a three-quarter post. Why that's important?
Well, three-quarter, you're showing both the front and the side angle. It's dimensional, right? Characters aren't flat. Don't think in terms of, right, just a poster. And then again, you put labels on it, and you draw attention to, this is what the glove looks like. This is what the mask looks like. This is the different weapons. Just in silhouette is fine. Here's an example. Mario hasn't even seen this yet. Life drawing. You have to learn to draw from life. This is a professor we have for Fame, guys, doing portraits. You have to know how to draw faces. You have to know how to draw faces of girls and guys, young and old, and any race. Cute guys, cute girls. Right? Make stuff appealing. Drawing. This is life drawing. You have to know how to do people, whether they're wearing clothes or swimming suits. Any pose. You have to be able to draw the character from any angle. Animals. You have to know how to draw proper anatomy, proper structure. You have to learn their skeleton. It's the only way you're going to learn.
That goes for Asia. Asia, look at this one.
This was, again, from a course that we have in Fame. This is a professor on animal drawing.
That's Fame.
And then we're going to be doing
open your
dinosaurs.
free account right there.
Robots, right? Look at all the different varieties here that this person thought of before settling on this final one. This is what you have to be showing. Get outside and draw and paint from reality. What does a real tree look like? What does a real mountain look like? And then you can start combining the different elements, right? And, sculpting is great for concepting, taking something that is two-dimensional and making it three-dimensional. This is a sculpting course that we have in Fame.
Yeah, Nico, that's right.
Silhouettes, guys. Your character should be so recognizable that you instantly go, I know that character. I know who that is, right? Shouldn't look like every other character. Same with this one. Same with this, guys. Just incredible silhouettes that are instantly recognizable. These are our past
Yeah.
students' work, guys. Different lighting scenarios, different environments, technology, different gadgets, different vehicles, different weapons. Uh, look at the wing construction, the different designs on the left here. This was one of our students that ended up working for Sony.
Yeah, Sony. Yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, that was the
You
movie.
start off with something that's real. I bet you this toy on the left was the real toy, and then you just exaggerate, right? Look at the additional gizmos and the exaggeration in the bubble. Great stuff. So that was concept. I think I have something. Animation. In
Yeah.
just out of it. Second.
What's next?
I'm going to show something for animation. I create a separate folder.
That's awesome. Look at all these things that Calvin prepared for you guys. Wow. It really works. That's good.
Open Sesame. Sesame. Yes. There we go. Okay. So for animation, you're going to be doing animals. So learn to draw animals in different poses.
Let me say something right here.
Yep.
You can see those drawings right there. For animation, the difference between drawing for concept art and then these ones for animations are these ones, they show movement, right?
Yep.
Keep that in mind, movement.
Look at the eye directions. Again, you got to know how to draw faces, expressions. Drawing, very important. Drawing from life. You should always have a pencil and a pen on you and a pad to draw from. The front, the back. Action, super important. Whether you're working from life or photos, simplify.
That's me
You're
jumping.
not doing illustration. You're not on a perfect image of his face, but that's the head. That's the proper angle. Simplify. Know the structure. Which way does that leg bend? Where is the joints? You're doing these quick gestures. You 30-second gestures, 1-minute gestures, 2-minute gestures. Learn to capture the mood, the proper balanced pose, the off-balance pose.
What he means,
when you're doing.
Yeah, what he means by that is saying that in 30 seconds, you guys should be able to grasp the movement of that pose in 30 seconds, no more.
Again, I discussed earlier, the big three to start with is learn to draw dogs, cats, whether they're big cats like lions or little cats, and horses. Then you can go on to the rest. Again, really learn what's good silhouette, what's good line of action, what is the range of motion. I'm a big fan of sculpting. I think you'll really learn a lot about proportions and good poses.
Yeah, we have that is in Fame, isn't it? That course.
It is.
Sculpting in Fame.
Yeah. New course we
There you
added. One came in and went out, and different styles, right? Not just the same character over and over and over. I always pick different themes. These are some of my sculpts. Should we go on, Mario, to maybe question and answer?
I know we always late with these things or extending the session, but who wants to see more portfolios, guys? Of you, obviously. Nicholas, Doug, multiple attendees. Yeah, one. Yes, me. Yeah, alrighty. Okay, now
Okay, let me
let
stop
go of your
sharing.
screen count.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't look at my
Now.
desktop.
Now.
Stop.
Yeah, that desktop you get ready.
Hey,
Just
love
just grab all the icons and then drag them to the little trash can.
drag you to a trash.
There you go. Back to this one. So now we have Just let me know if you guys see your names. We went through this one. Brooke, is she there? Nicholas, I know you're there. Brooke, are you there? Brooke,
No,
typing one on the chat box. No, yay, no, yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes, no, no.
I don't see.
Nicholas, go.
Is there Nicholas here?
Yeah, there you go. Paraguay. Yeah, Nicholas, you and I met in CTNX in Los Angeles. Awesome to see you again. Cal, so he's for concept art.
All right.
And let me scroll through this one slowly. Good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. They're, these are finished expression and character model sheets and a demo reel. Why is there a demo reel for? Is it concept?
I think it's more to the animation though. Nice.
Okay, so I guess this is the little character here. So again, it's nice to see good contrast between characters. Again, your our attention is drawn up to the face, different expressions, all good stuff.
Yeah, which one are you looking at? The one on my screen? This one?
Yeah, I was looking at the boy, and now I'm looking at the.
Lucky.
I'm gonna call it a girl.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty awesome though.
She has a crow.
I like it.
I'd love to see some more poses of the crow too. Um, you know, I always tell people, my students, animals take you to the next level. Most people just work on humans, whether they're cartoony or realistic. But animals, that's the harder level to get to. So really learn that, and it makes me more valuable in the studio.
Yeah, let's say this one's 1 minute. Let me mute it, sorry. There you go.
Again, I would just break this up. Uh, you know, we can either read or we can watch your animation, but we can't do both. And so if I'm reading your text, I'm missing your animation, which I really like. So just put the text on a separate card, in my opinion. That'd be my recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about that opening shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has that one right here. Yeah, I think that opening shot's brilliant, Nico. This one. This one right there.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops. There you go. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I think you're in that like 50-50. If you keep on enhancing your work, then you can actually move on into the workforce, right? You're just right there. Great job also, because when I met with him in Los Angeles, in Paraguay, there's not that many schools. See, so like all the work you see this, Nico, I'm guessing that this is the case, but all the work that you've seen that Nico has done, it's also self-taught, right? Like just pushing those boundaries by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ella, Suman, or Tabea. Anybody there? Yeah, Nicholas. Yeah, more books. Yeah. Yeah, do you guys see the bookshelf from Calvin on his background right there? Okay, Valeria, let me go up to see who's here. Lamia, Samuel,
Then another wall of videos.
Aiden. Anybody here? Right here. Let me go up.
Aiden says this.
Oh, there you are. Who's what? Who's Ada? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back here.
Right there.
Click on that. There you are, Cal. So this is matte painting.
So matte painting, I looked up, because I'm not a digital matte painter, and relatively new. It's a very, very sought after profession in terms of if you're good at it, you can work anywhere. Okay? And what I found out was the recommendation is really get a good foundation in traditional drawing and painting. Learn the rules of perspective, right? You're drawing structures, architecture, study light and shadow, right? Do tonals, um, and then start doing a lot of painting outside to get correct color because that's what matte painting is. You're doing generally realistic paintings. It looks like a real mountain, a real forest, right? You're doing uh, night for day, you're adding snow to environments, you're doing set extensions, you're maybe fantasy, you're painting a boat into the lake. So you really got to get chops up on being able to draw in line with perspective, render them tonally, adding light and shadow, and then coloring them. Then you got to start
Yeah,
doing this all digitally.
yeah, exactly. So when we open the matte painting program with MPC, that's what they gotta see though. Like it's basically it's just all the background work that if you guys understand perspective, right? Studying the color, the shadows, like all those things that Calvin mentioned, that's what you guys will be working on.
When you start to get
Just
into school,
background.
you're also going to be required today to start learning 3D modeling because you're going to project your painting
Yeah,
onto a 3D model so they can do a bit of a camera work on the move on that to make it look three-dimensional.
yeah. Alrighty, let's move on. So, but this is great. Start, uh, Aiden. Awesome. Okay, now I got a text message here saying that Hiruni, she's here, or he. I'm not sure what that be. Hold on. Where's that? Where's that?
Anybody we haven't looked at that's here and has sent their portfolio, just write down that you're here, and
I
that would
saw.
help us.
Didn't we see Hiruni? Oh, yeah, there you are. Right there, Cal. So this one's Sri Lanka. Cool. Look at that.
They're in the
Thank
house.
you. They're in the house. Yeah.
Great. Again, 3D character animation, uh, good drawing skills, animals, humans. You don't have to take it to the fully color and painted. Um, if you want to, that's fine, but it's not a requirement. Um, again, faces, yes. I looked at it this earlier. This one felt more like concept to me. You have so
Hmm.
many different styles, and it's fantasy and different creatures and different animals, different environments. You're really interested in working with color. Um,
Yeah.
you know, you might want to uh, change the
Yeah,
focus.
yeah. I agree. And then you guys can see that, like with the previous comments that somebody applied to studio, and then they said, well, you're not really applying for the position that you showing, right? So this is a portfolio that was submitted for 3D animation, and there's nothing on the pieces. I mean, the pieces are pretty awesome, but there's no indication that there's 3D animation in the work, right? I mean, there's that maybe CG, that fish, right? But yes, Calvin says that there's more concept, lighting pieces, yeah, illustration, right? And that's Cash right there. So he's yeah, you like concept art. So yeah, so try to really aim, your purposes for just for one single again category or something. When you apply to the studios, you really have to align when they say, "What do you want?" You say, "I want this," and then what do you send them has to say the same thing, right? Anyway, this is great work, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of work with values. Look at that, Cal. This is really nice. Maybe more facial structure needed, but at least tones and all that. It's pretty cool though.
Oh, great start.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, okay, let's move on.
You guys want to always research where you're going when you're doing studying. Who are the teachers, guys? So important. Make sure you have great teachers.
Okay, anybody here on the Suman, Ayla, Tabea, or Samuel, Lamia, Aiden,
And if you just type that you're
or
here, it's
Doug? I know Doug's here. I know that.
okay.
Doug, let's check it out. From Costa Rica. Yeah, we have many scenes from Costa Rica. You guys rock the house. Yeah, there you go, Cal.
Very,
This would be for concept art.
very accomplished.
Yeah.
this stuff is already, looks at like the professional level. I'm not certain any schooling's required.
Yeah,
Probably already finished school,
pretty
Doug?
awesome. Yeah, so Doug, what's up with you though? This is pretty advanced though. So when we see something like this, and you guys are still looking for schools, we have those scholarships, right? So let us know if you guys are interested in that, because we can definitely help you to take it to the next level, right? That would be either in one side would be like all the artistic aspect, the other one would be growing your network with all the instructors that we have from studios that that basically puts you in the map, and that's what you want, right? Like no one knows that you're in working on your computer on a remote area. You really gotta be there, discovered. So that's the other side. And also for the countries that I'm looking at here, it's also a nice point in your career when you can really go international, right? Just doing something like that. I mean, that sounds easy, but it takes a while to do that. And the only thing I gotta say on this one, it's that portion of nudity. It's always very very delicate, right?
He's not
Let
new.
me skip it. Let me skip it right there. Depending on the studio, and Calvi, you may want to reinforce that depending on the studio and depending on the person that opens that piece, right?
Yeah.
They would be like, "This is amazing," or like they would be like, "Oh,
Well, I think that was Batman and one of the characters in Batman,
yeah,
top piece. So
yeah,
again, unless you're applying to DC to get a job illustrating their covers, um, you know, studios don't want to see. They want to see original work. They don't want to see someone else's designs. It doesn't impress someone when you make a TIE fighter or you paint Star Wars and then you apply to ILM. It's like, we already know what the TIE fighter looks like, what Han Solo looks like. Show us something we haven't seen.
right."
Yeah, fan
Now,
art.
Valera,
Just want to leave out.
I know you there, Valera. Yeah, sorry, Cal, keep on going.
Oh, that was it. We're at,
Okay, so now you have a new one right here, animated short films.
okay.
Valera from the US.
So I'm seeing a lot
Cool.
of finished painterly studies.
Yeah.
And
So
what
why animated short films, Valera? If you can just type it in right there.
is that a demo reel?
Yeah, and play that in the meantime. Yeah, keep on going,
One of the
Cal, with
requirements,
whatever you were saying.
guys, to do our short animated film is you must already have taken a minimum of 1 year of schooling to learn how to animate, whether it's our school or a different school, and show that to us. And we either will offer the course in 3D animation or 2D animation. It looks like she wants to animate a song on glass, so she'll be painting on glass.
Oh, right. Oh, that's why I can't see anything. It's just the audio. Okay.
So
Get it?
that would definitely be quite the, an art school that would have a traditional setup of a camera that's pointing down. It would require a lot of glass too to paint every
Yeah.
every frame and move probably paint around under the glass and do the cross dissolving.
Right. Yeah. I think it's pretty awesome art what you have here. Yeah, and then definitely a short film would be more yeah, like 2D animation. Makes me think, Cal, about that Canadian guy that his name's Pascal.
Yeah,
I think
Pascal Blay.
Lebois, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you are. That guy. That
I worked for him.
yeah,
Show. And he
there you are.
produced, I think it's a Russian. He came over from Russia, an animator that paints on glass, because he had done, that was The Old Man of the Sea. Before that, he had done
Right.
one called The
Yeah.
Cow or something like that. It was the exact same style, but you have to learn how to animate first, would be my suggestion.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, animating. Remember, animating is just basically movement, right? So you really gotta get that movement right before you move onto all the pieces that are coloring and texture and lighting. So yeah, the animated short films that we have, you're expected to know animation, and then we take it to the next level by adding storytelling, color key scriptings, and all that. So your film would be actually touring the film festival, which is what you want to be discovered.
Mario, we've been going for an hour. Should we wrap
I
up now?
know. Who's yeah, anybody else? Just type in who is here that we haven't seen. Yeah, Valeria, thank you. It's awesome. Alina, one. Eduardo, okay. Eduardo, let's see. Elia, Eduardo, Elderman, Brooke. What's the last name, Eduardo? I can't see you here. Aisha, Brian, Adarsh, John, Kelly, Nico. I don't see any Eduardo right here. Rios, did you? Oh, let me refresh. Hold on. Maybe just one sec. Okay, Doug, he resubmitted. Leslie, Samuel. Yeah, you see your name here, Eduardo? Samuel? Is that you? No?
Submission could have been too late.
Yeah. Maybe the cutoff was this morning, I think. I don't see it. No worries, Doug. No worries.
We'll be doing more.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't we go for I don't know, Cal, you want to go for a quick Q&A? 3 questions?
Oh, okay. Give me a question. Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, make them count. Multiple attendees are typing.
Somebody's asking XD. I don't know what that means.
There you go. To go to studio. Do I have to move to the city in the studio is in first?
Yeah, yeah, it's a good
Will
question.
being out of the state, there you are, can you read it? It's
Yeah,
okay.
the question is, should I be in the city that I actually want to work in? And initial answer would be yes, right? People, there's no guarantee the job's going to last. There's no guarantee that you're going to pass the test period. So they're not going to hire someone from another country as opposed to hire someone that's already in the city because you would have to fly to that city,
Right,
rent a
right,
place, get a car, and then 2 weeks later they say, we don't want you. They don't want to do that.
right.
Okay? So if you're really interested, and again, getting a job in a foreign country,
Country?
usually to get a visa, you're going to have a lot of experience already to prove that you're
Right.
one of the best in the world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the same time, like let's say she's saying about the US, right? Does she have to move to the city, or can she stay, comfy in her city or town, waiting for the offer to arrive?
I've always found, and I'm talking about personal experience, that yeah, I've gotten jobs after I had 10 years experience. But if you're looking to get your first job, good luck if
You move.
yeah, you're gonna have a better time actually being there, right? Go stay with a friend, right, for a month, sleep on
Yeah,
their couch.
yeah, yeah,
Get
yeah.
the job, you can go back home.
Yeah, which is related to the question from Nicolas Barrios. He's saying so he's looking in for jobs in any art station. Yeah, any advice? Yeah, same thing. We always use Indeed. You guys hopefully you have that in your country, Indeed, right? Yeah, and then you look for I don't know, animation, right? I'm in Victoria for now, but if you say I don't know what Cincinnati, someone from Cincinnati, how do you spell that? Cincinnati. My goodness, that's a tough. Let me just type
New
something that
York.
I know how to spell. Yeah, art teachers, front-end developer, animation, Vancouver. Let me look for concept artist right there. See, so Nico, we use all these tools. So these things are just basically aggregating all the job boards from different websites. So chances are that you're gonna find something, right? Um,
So can I,
even the job. board from the studios will be linked to Indeed, right? So that's what you want to be.
So Valeria, was it? Is asking, what's more,
Valera.
what is in more demand? Okay, what's in more demand? Matte painting, animation. That shouldn't even be a question. If you don't want to be a matte painter, don't become a matte painter because you're going to hate every day and nobody's going to want you in the studio anyways, right? Uh,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Matte
Yeah,
painting
yeah.
is a totally different skill than being an animator. Um,
Right.
Both
Yeah,
are
yeah.
in demand.
So yeah, that's a good point. You gotta go to what you really want to be doing. And when we meet with MPC, one of their biggest pet peeves is that they're hiring for matte painters, right? And all they get is basically concept artists that they want to be concept artists, but there's no concept art position, and they apply to be matte painters. And in those positions or those people typically get into the studio, and then as soon as an opportunity opens in the studio or somewhere else, then they move, right? So in that case, it's not good for the studio. So really apply to what you want. There's that idea about, you try to get into a position first, you're in the studio, now they know you, and now you get, a promotion somewhere else, right? We don't really work like that. The industry is so, small, basically. You know everyone within 1 week, right? And you go to the movies and you meet everyone from the studio on the lineup. So you really want to have a fantastic reputation with you, right? And the studio and the team and all that. So always be very clean about your intentions, right?
So here's a comment from Nico saying, there's no animation in Chicago at the moment, right? And I can't afford to move to LA. My example is I always wanted to do better when I started in the industry, and I worked on television series, which was crap, and then I worked on commercials, which was a little better, and I wanted to work on features. I had to save my money, and I had to fly to London, England, to get my first job, well, for Disney, on a feature film in London, England, right? I would not have gotten that job if I had just sent my work. You have to physically show up. This is what I look like. This is how I dress. This is how I talk and behave, right? They're not going to hire
Right.
somebody sight unseen. And how do you save your money? Man, you pack your lunch. You don't
Yeah.
waste your money. You have to save half of what you're making, and that's
Yeah.
how you do it.
Yeah, you gotta see it like this. Like we had a student here in the school that great guy, and then we actually got him a couple of interviews, and he said the same thing. I can't move to that city, and that's a fine decision by him. But as soon as you say something like that, you're just basically limiting your options by 90%, right? Because in the city that he was in, there's no studios, no nothing. So it's a decision that you guys gotta make, right? You just if the way that the industry moves is by traveling to Australia, Los Angeles. I mean, Nico, LA, it's kind of like within your same country. If you gotta go to, Hong Kong, something like that, then you'll be traveling a lot more. The point is that you do have to travel for sure. Then I want to apply to an internship at Disney. So yeah, those guys they would basically post on the internship saying we gotta see something like this, blah blah blah.
And you have to hand in exactly what they're requesting. If they say
Yeah,
two and you give three, you're not going to get the job. If they say
yeah,
two and you give them one, you're not going to get the job. Really
yeah.
read and learn to follow the instructions. That's a major part.
So, yeah, Cal, like, how did you get in Disney? Like, briefly.
How
Don't say the whole thing,
how
but
did
just
I get into
briefly.
Disney? Is that
Yeah.
the question?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have to do that. Uh, I had worked for a long time, and again, when you work for a long time and you know people, I had a friend bring in my portfolio. I didn't have to test. I think only two people out of everybody, out of the hundreds and thousands of people I've known that have worked for Disney, only two people have not had to test, and they needed someone, and they hired me based on two of their key people saying Cal is good.
Yeah.
They hired me, and
Yeah. but someone that got to know you before, and then you established a certain reputation for your work and yourself, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So the question about should I specialize? Yeah, easy answer. Cal, you want to go?
Well, I don't see that question, but should you specialize? It depends on where you're working. If you're working at a huge studio, you have to pretty much specialize and be really good at it. You know, only the greats get hired, guys. You can't be just good. And at a small studio, you're going to have more than one skill, right? Maybe two or
Yeah,
three skills.
yeah, yeah. So the answer would become from what you want, right? If you want to work for the big studios or big companies, not just studios, but any company has a specialties, right? So position would be just an animator or a matte painter. And if you want to work for again a small studio, maybe in a city that there's not so much industry, then you gotta be knowing how to animate, how to rig, how to do the sound, maybe like all these things, because it's a small studio, so more hats to you. So it depends on what you want.
Somebody's asking about
Brianna.
the professional career development course. If you're ready to actually go get a job, that's what that course is designed for. It will
Yeah,
teach you
send your, yeah,
how to
yeah,
properly
we've
put
seen
together your
portfolio.
portfolio, your demo reel, how to properly interview.
There you go, join fame, guys. Awesome. Well, it seems that we satisfied
Yeah.
all these hungry artists. Good.
Okay, we look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Please drop by the school. Get a chance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And open your free fame account. There you go. From us to you.
The VANAS school.
Alrighty, let's wrap it up.
Thank you.
Thanks, Al.
Bye bye.
See you, everybody.